Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers. We're expecting a hurricane in a couple days, and we have to make preparations for in case it gets stronger than they expect, or if it hits direct, or anything like that. So between stocking up some non-perishable items, and moving the patio furniture in, and securing that water doesn't come in and things like that, we figured we'd share all this.
Being from the southwestern part of the United States, we've never experienced a hurricane before, so this is going to be our first hurricane. It should be fun, right?
Learning experience.
So let's go prep. As you can see, we have some pretty exposed windows. So with the hurricane coming up the coast, we're gonna have to batten down the hatches, so to speak. Also, we're gonna have to be bringing in all the patio furniture. So this should be fun. Our front door leads to an exposed balcony that overlooks the city of Ormond Beach. This is the view from our balcony. The calm before the storm. Dun dun dun!
So weird.
I know.
Kevin's finding essentials. Love Brad. Water, check.
Well, we're back from the store, and I think we got the important things. You ready for this, babe? Oh, she's got her little bottle of vodka still.
Gotten another baby bottle.
I think we have enough alcohol to last us for a while.
We did stop by the manager's office, and I asked him about hurricane, and it's our first one, and he's like, this isn't a hurricane. Basically, all the preparations we were thinking about doing, water and, some staples that we could keep in the pantry, like some summer sausage or, stuff like that, I guess is kind of silly. He said that all the lines are buried underneath the building, and this building's been here for a long time, and even when we had their crazy 5 hurricanes here, he said they didn't really have much of a problem. We didn't have to get some of the stuff on the list we were going to get, so which is good, but he said there might be, the water might come up to the seawall. We don't need to get all extreme, like we were getting kind of excited.
We shall see.
The next day.
Well, it is the morning before the hurricane's supposed to hit us. And the waves are probably the biggest I've seen them since we got here. These are more California-sized waves. And they're getting pretty big. Might be a fun day to go do some body surfing. The hurricane itself is about 200 miles southeast of Miami. And we're the morning before anyway, so we're still about 30 hours away from the hurricane getting to us. I'm going to try to take some video as the day goes on so we can see how it progresses around here. See what this area looks like as the hurricane comes. Check out the surf a little bit more. But it's good sized surf today. Hang loose. One of the preparations that we have to do is we need to bring in the chairs and the table from the balcony. They asked us to do it on Saturday night, and it's Saturday evening, so I'm going to go do it right now. Yay!
Are you lonesome?
You going to help me? Yeah, she's gonna help me. You're so cute.
I didn't know if this was a one-man show. I thought it was a two-person show.
It's a two-person show, I guess. This is definitely the calm before the storm because it hasn't been this clear this late in the evening, I think, since we've been here. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, beautiful breeze, the moon is out, tide's up, it's washing all the seaweed higher up on the beach than we're normally used to seeing, so we know the tide is pushing in. Still got a bunch of people on the beach just enjoying their evening, but this will be a mess later on. By the time we wake up, it should be blowing pretty good. We do have some turtle nests that are out there. We are wondering if they will still be there after the hurricane happens. We'll keep an eye on those.
Early the next morning.
Well, it's the next morning and we are looking out on the ocean. It looks a little more rough, but it doesn't look like any other morning. I was expecting more out of this storm so far.
Later.
We've been here for 2 months now, and we walk the beach pretty much every day, either in the morning or the afternoon. And today we saw some things we haven't seen, some unusual activity. We don't know if it's due to the we don't know if it's due to the incoming, well, now tropical storm or what's going on, but we saw a new species of bird that we've never seen before rummaging through the seaweed. That was interesting. We saw a group of birds that we've never seen sit on the beach. They are usually in the surf getting their sand crabs.
They usually run to the edge of the water as it goes out, and then as it comes in, they run back. And while it's running out, they're pecking at the sand, getting their little sand crabs. So I call them the little forest run birds. But today they weren't running.
We saw a pelican sitting on the beach. We've never seen a pelican sitting on the beach. I think it's either injured, sick, or it's on its last few days or few hours. It didn't move. It was just sitting there. It was still alive. It was watching us as we walked around it, but it was just sitting. The trailer park, completely empty. It's usually full of campers. No one in sight. So they must have all packed up yesterday and left. More sea foam than normal. We've never seen as much sea foam, so it's stirring a lot of stuff out there. The surf is pretty good. It's pretty choppy. It's very a storm-like surf. We had a good wind, probably steady, 15, 20 mile an hour wind while we were walking?
Maybe 15, yeah. Not surfable stuff today. There's like pieces of waves here and there all over the place. So nothing worth going out there into today, which was appropriate because we didn't see any surfers. There's nobody in the water.
There was a turtle that came onto the beach last night to lay her eggs, so I guess the turtles aren't really too worried about the incoming storm. They're just going to do their business and head back out to sea.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if there's any that lay their nests tonight.
Yeah, we shall see, because we'll probably walk tomorrow morning.
Later that same evening.
Well, it's almost 6:30. The seas look really rough. Some clouds are starting to move in, but really nothing's happened yet. So we're still waiting for the big punch from the storm. Maybe it'll happen while we're sleeping, because I don't see it happening before we go to bed. We shall see. Smile. Down here and take a closer look at the tide coming in. We're not used to it being this high. Now we got a new high tide mark on that side. That just came up. It's interesting how this cloud right here is basically kind of a semicircle. Keep your eyes on top of that condominium building over there straight ahead. Just watch this thing move. Watch how fast this thing is moving. I think it's finally gotten to us. It's about 7 o'clock, so we should finally start getting some action in here. But yeah, it's interesting how it's just moving in. We got a rainbow over there too. Wow. Here she comes. Tropical storm now, not a hurricane.
Okay, we just ran up here off the beach. I was just sitting right over there. And check out the rain. It just poured. Just the skies just opened up. Look at how far up that water is coming now. Wow, this wind is crazy.
Surf is coming in. It's almost all the way to the bushes now. A lot of sea foam still.
according to the radar, that out there is supposed to be the main part of the storm. But for whatever reason, we've got some semi-clear sky. That's what you want to call it?
Well, it's almost midnight. Seems like the bulk of the storm is going to stay offshore, so it doesn't look like it's going to pack too much of a punch for us, but we still have the night to go through, and we shall see if we can get some sleep, or if it's going to keep us awake. We'll let you know tomorrow.
8 hours later.
Well, it's the day after. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and not much happened last night. It's pretty anticlimactic. I guess that's a good thing. Skies are gray, surf is still pounding pretty good, but there's no damage that we can see. But the beach is nice and smooth now. Looks like the tide came in and just smoothed out the surface of the sand. Oh well, we're here all hurricane season. Well, most of hurricane season. We'll be here till October 1st, so maybe we'll get something bigger down the road.
So it's the day after the hurricane, which ended up for us being a tropical storm and was a number of miles off the coast, so it didn't really hit us too bad. We got some rain, we got some wind, we got some high surf, but other than that, it was kind of a windy, blustery day.
Pretty anticlimactic.
Yeah.
We were hoping for a little bit more action, but maybe next one.
We'll see.
But until then, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Please hang up and try again.
We've never experienced a hurricane, so this is our first hurricane.
hurricane.
Yeah.
You gonna film my
Film
armpit?
our armpit. Your armpit's looking really good. Oh, look at that chin.